Okay, it's the old man with a plan. This is day 3 kind of on this wall. I won't work all day on it. I'll just work in the morning. It's supposed to get really hot again. And me being an old man, I try to avoid the heat when it gets above 90, around 90 a little bit. I'll slow down and do some smaller things because this can be pretty physical and you know, physicality in an old guy doesn't always work out so well. Now the wall's coming along nicely, as you see. We filled in some and did some planting up above. And whether you can see it up there, I think I might want to end up put wildflowers or something up there to kind of give me a border, make it easier to mow. That's the whole idea of this. Everything is to make it easier to maintain. So we're getting ready to set another rock, and then we'll keep on going. Okay, my next stone, I just found this big one. This nice big one. It's a nice big bottom stone in the back. I'm still digging out here, but my pile's getting too big down here. I'm going to dig some rocks out, and then when I bring them back down, and I'll take a load up to fill in with dirt. First off, I need to rake this up a little bit level. This is that stuff I found, a little bit of gravel in it. Kind of give me a nice base to work with. I don't want to rake it up too far because I'm still digging up there at that end. I just want to kind of make it level. Make some so I can throw wherever the rock is not base. I'll start the tractor and move the rock into place. This is a beautiful rock for this type of job. All right, that's pretty good placement. Guess I forgot to get, I don't know how long I'm going to be able to tape because it's hot. And my phone will probably overheat, but we'll see. Let me get the bar to move it right into place here. I am at camp again today, and I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how long I'll be doing this, for the simple reason I do have a lot of people coming. This happens to be my family camping weekend. Okay, that looks real good. Maybe slide it back a little bit more. Okay. Make sure I get some stone underneath it. Help hold it. And drain away water. Now, as I go along, you can't see, but I do fill in the dirt behind it. That way, the rocks get a little smaller. I set them back a little bit, so I get a little bit of a lean in this way, and that helps the rock stay in place. And naturally, if the rocks are bigger, I can go straighter up because I don't have to worry about them as much. But I always put that lean in, fill up behind it in each rock, and then keep on going. And it's worked well for me on some other walls. I guess I'll have to, there's a couple rocks where I found this one. I'm going to get them before I take a load of dirt up and bring them down. Okay, found another big stone. I think this one's what, about 36? About 38 inches long. 38. I think I like it to go here, but I need to build this up here just a little bit. And I should have, that's why I keep these smaller stones around, because it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's nice if it's close. And this one's close. I don't know which way I want it yet. Looks like I almost need put that in that way, and I can slide it that way if I can. All right, let's give it a shot. This one is not going to be easy to set. It is heavy. I was looking at this, and before I do this, I think I need to backfill some of this in here, because I don't want it, if it goes back too far, I don't want it to go down in a hole. I'll never get it out. That should do it. Okay, that's a pretty good set. I need to move it a little bit forward here, but not too bad. You don't want to get these things too far off. They do get heavy. And this one has a little bit of a natural lean to it, lean to the back, which is good. There we go. That's almost where I want it, right there. And then maybe a little bit more forward. There we go. Beautiful. I'll lock this stone in place. I don't like the shape of this one with this big spot here hanging out, so I need to flip it over. See the shape here? I want this to go the inside, the flat spot hanging out. I move this rock a little bit. I can move it back before I go too far. There we go. I don't know whether I can flip it or not. Oh, mercy. Oh, I think I can. If I just do a little bit at a time. I'm gonna go get my back brace before so I don't hurt myself. Hey, I got my back brace. Us old guys, we gotta be careful. Okay. That set pretty good once I got it turned around the way I wanted it. Okay, it's set good. I think I just got to raise this back end a little bit to make it pretty level here. And like I said, I always want that little bit of a lean backwards. Now, when I get all this done, I'll have to bring a load of gravel here and put it here to make sure I don't get water rushing underneath it. But there's enough gaps in the hill, and the hill, the top will be sloped this way to keep the water out away from it. Water is the one thing that does destroy walls. So I don't like putting that much gravel underneath it. But like I said, it will be gravel along here. I'll have a load dumped here and I'll just spread it out. But I do need a good base to start with to level it out. So this ain't so bad. The slow part now of this job is I've got to go out in the woods or in my trails around the camp here and do rock hunting. And I have to find rocks, dig them up a little bit and bring them back. So that slows you down a little bit. This one right here, this particular one was in my way of mowing. There's a couple I've dug out that I was able to roll over, but they're too big for the Kubota to pick up. So I'll have to split them just once usually. Sometimes the hard part is deciding where to put the rocks. I think I'll put this one. I threw a couple other ones in here. Because there'll be good rocks in the top. for filling rocks.
Okay, rock wall is pretty much done. I have some backfilling to do. I did do a lot of backfilling with a shovel to get it on there. And as you see, I don't have a slope. I don't have it built up enough. I'm gonna have to add some dirt to this. I always try to make sure that the water is gonna run away from the wall, or at least down the sides. I don't want the water coming down the hill into the wall, because water in the wintertime freezes and that expands, and that causes the rock walls to kind of disintegrate and move around a lot. But as you can see, that part is finally done. It's a hot day, so I changed a little bit. I was already all sweaty and everything, so took a break, and now getting ready to get started again. First things first, I need to dump a lot of fill there behind it. All I have is this clay. I'm not going to worry about topsoil. The simple reason, this is my camp. I don't have to worry about pretty grass. This stuff will still grow grass. It just is not quite as thick. But now I'll just dump it. I'll have some rake in, a lot of rocks in it, but like I always say, use what you have. I had to take a little break. It was starting to rain. Don't want to get my phone wet that I'm taping with. So I pretty much finished up right before it started raining. You see it's graded. It is slanted away from the rocks. It may be hard to see on the camera. I'll turn you around. It is graded away the whole way down, so the water will run down the V, down over the hill, and then here it should run on down on the other side of these rocks. I did pick up a lot of stones. I won't plant till this fall. No sense in planting too early, then I gotta water it all the time. I'll wait till fall. I'll get some seed, and I'll have to re-rake it again anyhow. Some of the rain will let some of the rocks show up, and I'll be raking them up. I do save the rocks. I'm sure you've seen me picking up and throwing them in the bucket of the tractor. That way I do have a rock pile that I will reuse or use the rocks as I see fit. But all in all, I'll move the tractor here a little bit and dump this, and then you can see the whole wall. Okay, now you get to see pretty much the whole wall. You see it's in my side there. Oops, wrong way. You see, it's kind of long. Maybe I'll step it off and try to see how long it actually is. But it's taken me a while to do. This was not an overnight job. This took me quite a while. I can't even tell you the man hours I have in it. It's hard to say. I have quite a few. I don't know whether you noticed me raking in my last video. I had one glove on.
That's because I lost the other one somewhere in the woods when I was trying to get rocks. You see, this is the only one I have left. Notice it's not too good anymore. Actually, this was a brand new pair before I started 2 days ago. So, you know, I wore them out and it wore me out, but the rock wall is done. I'm satisfied with it. It will make my mowing easier. And why do you think it will make my mowing easier? Because I don't have to trim that side of that bank anymore. I don't have to trim it down. I don't have to be careful of my mower rolling over on it. Now it's flatter on the top and I can take the lawnmower right around it, and a real quick whip through with the weed eater will take care of any weeds I have. So yeah, it's a lot of work, but it will make my life easier. Figured I'll make my life easier in the 70s now while I'm in the 60s while I can, because Lord knows we all want to enjoy life and relax and make our maintenance easier to maintain. So once again, finally a finished job here on this upper wall. This is the old man with the plan. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for viewing. Like it if you like it, share it if you like it, and subscribe, and you can get to see more of these. Any questions, comments, please put them in there. If you want to see more rock splitting where I go through the rock splitting a little bit better, you can see it, because I'll show you what I mean. This is the end view of the wall. And like I said, I call it the upper wall because I have another wall down here I did a couple years ago.